Drills Talk, episode 56. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 3 benefits to looking in the mirror. This is based on a blog I wrote entitled Looking in the Mirror. Very good blog. I actually recommend this one. You actually read it. The link is in the bio on the YouTube description. So, self-assessment. We all love it. Pointing at ourselves and being real and telling ourselves what we did wrong. No, we don't. But we have to do it. It's a major key, and we're going to do it right now. Like right now. Because I was busy. Drills Talk, episode 56. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 3 benefits to looking in the mirror. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, comment if you would like to comment, share if you would like to share. Anything you do to show your love is appreciated. Every Monday here, we have a new blog. Every Wednesday, a new Drills Talk, new vlog. Every Friday, we have a new instrumental produced by me. Great way to bring in the weekend. Check us out. Stick with me. And again, thank you for joining. Let's get started. Number 1. Number 1 is self-awareness. Self-awareness. Looking in the mirror, but looking deeper than that. It's being really, really brutally honest with yourself. The things that are going wrong in your life, are they going wrong because of you? And is everything that goes wrong someone else's fault? Like, can we be real with ourselves and say that that's not the case and almost can't be the case? It's 7 billion people in this world. All right. It can't be that everybody's against you. Some things are wrong because of us. Some things go wrong because we made the wrong decision or we didn't try hard enough or whatever, but we have to be real with ourselves. I recently wrote a blog about the Dunning-Kruger effect. And the Dunning-Kruger effect explains how people with, no knowledge or little knowledge of something just boast and brag about it, even though they may be incorrect or wrong. But on the other hand, in the same, Dunning-Kruger explanation, the Dunning-Kruger effect, you have wiser people who do the complete opposite, who are actually shy and quiet and question themselves about their intelligence and their knowledge. But why is that? It's because there's no self-awareness. We don't know. And why don't we know? Because we don't spend enough time with ourselves. And we kind of depend on the outside world, especially the people who are, questioning their intelligence. It's a situation to where, okay, let's say a person who's on the other side, who's just, take a little bit of information and just run with it. They haven't spent any time with themselves. They just have this ability to just say, okay, I'm great at this. I read 2 passages on this and I got it. I can take it from here. And, no one tells them, hey, that's not right. That's not going to work out, because they surround themselves with other people who maybe read a quote or maybe a couple of passages about something, and then they're experts and they just run with it, and it just destroying what's really supposed to occur and what the information was supposed to be. Then you have the geniuses, the good people, and they're like, hey, I know this. And if only I can just get this one thing perfected, I'll be ready to share it with the world. So you got one person who's not ready and running with it, the other person who is ready and won't go anywhere. Self-awareness. If that person that didn't know much and just ran with it took the time to realize that they don't know what they should know, maybe they'll backpedal, and it can prevent them from the rude awakening that's almost certainly going to happen to them and crush their soul. It's soul crushing to think that you are ultra skilled or, ultra knowledgeable about a topic, and you find out from people who really know that you're not. It can be so soul crushing that if it's a dream, that person would probably never, ever attempt to do what they were doing blindly and uninformed. Again, they would never do it. But then you got the other hand with the person who is well informed for some reason, either, over, being a perfectionist and saying, okay, it's not ready, or just not believing in themselves for some reason. And it's because they haven't confirmed in their head that what they know is enough to share. And they haven't sought out people who would give them good advice, good feedback as to, hey, what you're saying is excellent and needs to be out there. They don't have that either because they didn't seek anything from anybody else. And it's just, it happens all the time. But why? Again, self-awareness. Please spend some time with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror. Who's in the mirror? Know that person. Hold that person accountable. You'll be way better off. Number two is it takes back the power. A lot of us point our fingers everywhere except at us. And when you do this, you give the power to everybody you're pointing at because they're the reason this is going wrong. Even if they're not, and we know that most of the time they're not. They're the reason this is going wrong. This is the reason it went wrong. This was the day wasn't good. The weather was bad. My car wouldn't work. Something. It had nothing to do with me. That can't be the case all the time. What did you do after that first roadblock? Okay, the weather is bad. You can still go. Okay, you failed your first time and you didn't try again. Why not? These are the things that we need to understand. This person doesn't like me, so that's why I didn't get it. Okay, well, is that the only job out there? Did you even try to understand why this person disliked you? Do you even know for a fact that this person doesn't like you? Did you even, dig into the person who did get the position that you wanted or the opportunity you wanted? Is that person a little more well suited for what they were looking for? Doesn't mean that you're not ready. This person fit what we were looking for more. But what about all those other opportunities? Because you didn't get this one, you stopped yourself from attempting to get the others. But then you say it's their fault. It can't be. Every time, this is a good practice. Every time you catch yourself saying that something that occurred to you or happened to you in the negative was someone else's fault, try to find a way to point at yourself. Just try to. And you're not going to beat yourself up about it. You're just going to say, okay, well, yeah, that part was on me. And the next time I won't do that. Or that part was on me, but I can go ahead and try again. Because you holding yourself accountable is saying that, okay, these things can occur and can be my fault. And you're taking the power away from others. You're not saying them and them and them, and it's up to them. And oh my goodness, I can't believe. No, you're always doing this. It's always internal. If you don't get that opportunity, there's other opportunities, or you can make your own opportunity. A lot more than we think is right in here, right in here. And we kind of push it out and say it has to be outside of me. No, everything is here and here. Take the power back. Number three is it creates self-confidence. You're being real with yourself. It's like, okay, well, yeah, I've called out myself plenty of times. I have no problem someone else calling me out. I have no problem with someone not liking my art or what I'm producing out there because I know how good I am. I know how much work I put in. I know that there are others who do enjoy it. So it's okay. When you're performing whatever you're doing, your work, your art, your clothing, your if you're a model, the way you look in the pictures, there's going to be people who love it. There's going to be people who dislike it. That's not your problem right there. That's once you put art out there or your work out there, you should be done with anything that has to do with you. Your work, your hard work, everything before the eyes are put on there, the outside eyes, that's where you have the power and you have the control. Once it's out there for everyone else, it's out there for everyone else. If you put your best foot forward, you already feel good. So whatever accolades come from it, perfect, that's great, that's icing, those are sprinkles. That's not the cake. You create the cake. You have your own cake. You don't wait for somebody to bring you one. Because the minute they decide to take it, now you're cakeless. And now you feel less than because of them? Why? We took that power back. we're going to give ourselves a rude awakening. We're going to give ourselves accolades. We're going to give ourselves pats on the back. We're going to be honest, and we're going to build this self-confidence to where we're like, it surprises us how strong we are. I'm surprised of what I can take now that I've been real with myself and I'm self-aware. And I know some things that I need to work on, but I also know some things that I'm very, very good at. And I can be okay with someone saying I'm not, knowing that I am. It's okay. I also can be okay with someone saying I'm not, and I'm knowing I'm not, because I can either choose to work on that and get better, or know that that's not my thing and be okay and still be a happy person. Because I looked in the mirror and I love what I see, and you can too. Drills Talk, episode 56, to the top 4 benefits to looking in the mirror. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's drills.com. Check this out. It's Drills.